Welcome back to our
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Championship game between St. Joe and Paxton. The winner of tonight's game represents the state of Florida, the Dixie Youth World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. We're going to begin by introducing our lineups for the visiting St. Joe All-Stars. Starting with number 6, Jay Jenkins. Number 12, Cory Williams. Number 2, Caden Brown. Number 5, Eli Harris. Number 9, Jaden Reese. Number 11, Terrell Williams. Number 3, Easton Buchanan. Number 8, Angel Mace. Number 4, Darian Cherry. Number 1, Kason Ashcraft. Number 7, Stratton Levins. And number 10, William Schoaf. Coaches for St. Joe, Harold Williams and Eric Mace. Managed by Rashid Brown. St. Joe All-Stars. And now introducing the home team for tonight's championship matchup, the Paxton All-Stars. Starting with number 17, Noah Bryan. Number 42, Cordell Holmes. Number 7, Jace Smith. Number 4, Kason Nelson. Number 10, Case Moore. Number 2, Tucker Reef. Tucker Rafe. Number 14, Christian Carnley. Number 1, Cade Stewart. Number 11, Asher Jones. Number 9, Jacob Lowry. Number 13, Tanner Mock. And number 24, Landon Peters. Coaches for Paxton, Kevin Mock, Wes Jones, team manager Kevin Bryan. The Paxton All-Stars. Congratulations, gentlemen, for reaching the championship game, and good luck. Let's play ball.
All right, here we go. A 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Championship game between Port St. Joe and Paxton. Glad to have you aboard wherever you may be. I'm Mike Rideout for JockJive.com. I'll handle the play-by-play of today's game. Port St. Joe, the visiting team. So let's set the defense for Paxton. As soon as they take the field, Paxton wearing the red tops with the black pants. Port St. Joe wearing the gold tops. We'll play 6 innings to determine our state champion. All right, players are on the field, so let's go from the pitcher's mound to the catcher and then around the horn. For Paxton, the starting pitcher is number 7, Jace Smith. Jace, a right-hander. His catcher is number 2, Tucker Rafe. In the infield left to right, Case Moore at third base, Noah Bryan at short, Jacob Lowry at second, Cade Stewart at first. In the outfield left to right, Kason Nelson in left field, Cordell Holmes in center, and Landon Peters in right. We will have a 3-umpire crew for this one. Let's tell you how these teams got to this point. As this is the rubber match between these two teams, they've split here in the state tournament. We'll start first with the journey for Port St. Joe. Port St. Joe opened up the state tournament with a 6-5 win in 7 innings against Liberty County, followed by an 8-3 win against Paxton, an 18-8 win against Avon Park on Monday. They were undefeated going into Tuesday, but Paxton edged them 4-3. Port St. Joe, Paxton, and San Antonio, the 3 teams remaining, they had a draw to determine the bye. Port St. Joe received the bye. And let's tell you how Paxton got to this point. Paxton started out the tournament with a 15-0 win against Alpha. They lost to Port St. Joe 8-3 on Sunday, but they would get revenge. Port St. Joe, or Paxton rather, dropped to the losers bracket. They beat West Volusia 14-2. Then they edged Port St. Joe on Tuesday 4-3. And Paxton earlier today, this morning, doubled up San Antonio 8-4. So a rematch between these two teams, the rubber match for the state title and a spot in the World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina for Division II. Zay Jenkins will lead it off. He is the starting shortstop. Where's number 6? And he will step in right side against the right-handed pitcher. Well, timeout called as Sam Rudd, who is umpiring at third base, is going to head over to the Port St. Joe dugout. By the way, the manager for Port St. Joe, Rasheed Brown, was ejected in this tournament. He has been given permission to be in the dugout. So he will not coach from third base, but he will be in the dugout tonight. Zay Jenkins steps in, and the first pitch of the ball game is on the way, and it's a bunt foul on the third base side for strike one. Folks, if you would like to participate during the broadcast by sending in your shout-outs and best wishes, send them in via text message. The number, area code 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Our first shout-out, let's go Paxton from the Churchwell game. The 0-1 pitch inside for a ball, and the count evens a 1-1. Next shout-out to number 42, Cordell Holmes. Let's go Paxton. Love mom and dad. The 1-1 pitch is grounded to second. Ranging to his left. Second baseman knocks it down, picks it up, throws to first. The out recorded. Jacob Lowry stuck with it and throws out Zay Jenkins for the first down of the ball game. One out for the catcher, number 12, Cory Williams. Williams will step in right side. Well, we're down to just a couple of games left amongst all the tournaments. As the next batter pops it up, first base side, foul territory, but up against the first base dugout, foul ball. They are playing the if necessary games in the Ozone Division I state tournament today instead of tomorrow. Currently, Spring Hill American leads Okeechobee. The winner gets Sebring for the right to go to the World Series. Next pitch high for a ball, and the count evens at 1-1. They've got one more game, as I noted, with Sebring facing the winner, and then our game here, and that's it. That'll be it for the state tournament. Ground ball to third. The throw over to first. Not in time. Not sure if the first baseman brought his foot off the bag. It wasn't indicated as such by the base umpire. Unofficially, we'll give that a base hit. As Williams able to beat it out at first base. So 1 out, 1 on for left-handed hitting Caden Brown, the first baseman. Grounds this one to first, but it rolls foul for strike 1. 1 out, 1 on. Here in the top of the first. No score, just underway. This one's bounced, or now rolls over to second. The throw to first. In time, 4-3. It bounced. And then once it hit the dirt, it died and rolled to second. The put out is made for out number 2. 2 outs here in the top of the first. That will send up the cleanup hitter, center fielder number 5, Eli Harris. He'll step in right side. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Let's go Paxton, bring it home. We are cheering while packing our bags for our Paxton 8 and under softball state tournament that we leave for in the morning. Let's go Red from the Blunts. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we wish you safe travels and good luck as well. Lights are coming on, or lights are on here at the facility. As this one is grounded to third. That's a fair ball. Long throw over. Got him by a step or two. 5-3 put out. This time the play is made by Case Moore to end the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, a runner left. We've completed a half inning of play. Our score, Port St. Joe 0. Paxton coming to the plate right after this timeout here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Jaden Reese, a right-hander on the mound for Port St. Joe. Let's set the rest of the defense. Cory Williams is behind the plate catching. In the infield, left to right, Angel Mace at third base. The shortstop is Zay Jenkins. The second baseman is Terrell Williams. And the first baseman is Caden Brown. And the outfield, left to right, Easton Buchanan. And left, Eli Harris. And center, and Darian Cherry over in right. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This next one is a shout-out. Good luck to both teams from Connor Wilson from Mariana. Thank you, Connor. Next shout-out, let's go Paxton. You got this, guys, from the Thomas gang. Once again, our shout-out number 352-258-8450, 352-258-8450. Send your shout-outs via text message. Noah Bryan, the starting shortstop, will lead things off here in the bottom of the first inning. No score. Currently 81 degrees here in Bristol. About a 30% chance of rain. Still a chance, but for now, it's not raining. We've had a lengthy delay today because of weather yet again, but we've stayed somewhat on schedule. We're still getting the games in today. First pitch, a strike on the outside corner to begin. Another shout-out, Go Paxton All-Star. Shout-out to C-Dub Holmes, number 42. We love you to center field, the fence and back. Anthony Megan, Ella, and baby Anthony. Next pitch, that's in the dirt for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. Grounded right side, scooped up by the pitcher, and he underhands the ball to first. 1-3 put out as Reese makes the put out for out number 1. Here's Cordell Holmes, the center fielder. Righty versus righty matchup. The first pitch delivered, but timeout had been called, so no pitch. The pitch from Jaden Reese. It's in there for a called strike. Folks, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5 for a downloadable copy. Just email info@jockjive.com. Call strike on the outside corner. 0-2. That's info @jockjive.com. Just let us know which game or games you want. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. On the outside part of the plate, and there's 2 gone in the bottom of the first inning. Base is empty for the pitcher, Jay Smith. He'll step in right side. Another shout-out, Go Paxton's Kason Nelson from Aunt Donna and Uncle Mike. First pitch to the right-hander, inside for ball 1. No score here in the bottom of the first. Port St. Joe had an infield hit in the top of the first, but failed to score. This pitch on the outside corner called strike, 1-1. Next shout, Go Tanner Mock, the Davis family. Pitch misses for a ball, and the count now 2-1. Righty versus righty matchup. And the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul, first base side. That will even the count at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch here in the bottom of the first inning. As Smith takes a stance in the top of the box. He fouls it back. The 2-2 delivery. Swung on and a ground ball to short. Shortstop down to one knee. Throws the first in time. 6-3 put out. Jenkins makes the play for the third out of the inning. A 1-2-3 inning in the bottom of the first. We move to the second. No score here in the AAA Division II State Championship game.
frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Batters 5, 6, and 7 due out for Port St. Joe in the top of the second inning against right-hander Jace Smith. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. This next shout-out, Paxton, number 42, from your brother and biggest fan, Josh, listening from DeFudiac. No score as we head to the second. And right-handed hitting Jaden Reese, the pitcher, will step in. First pitch of the inning is outside for ball 1. The 1-0 pitch. Reach down for that one. Swings and misses for strike 1. 1-1 the count. Next shout out. Way to go, Paxton. We are proud of you boys. Let's get it, Kaysen, from Patty and Eric Broadway. Next pitch is fouled back for strike 2. Another shout out. Go Paxton and Tanner Mock. Love Granny, Linda, and Palmack. Count 1-2 to Reese. Jay Smith looking for his first strikeout of the game. His 1-2 pitch is outside for ball 2. 2-2 here in the top of the second. Nobody out, nobody on. This is lifted into center field. Center fielder coming in to his right will make the catch. Cordell Holmes. And there's one away. That will send out Terrell Williams. First pitch. Swung on, popped up to first. Catch is made for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down for Port St. Joe. That will send up the number 7 hitter in the order. The left fielder, number 3, Easton Buchanan. Shows bunt. Pull the bat back, but he takes a strike on the inside part of the plate. A 1 pitch. They'll take that one down low for a ball. That will even the count, 1-1. Just past 8 o'clock Eastern time, local time here in Bristol. Swing and a miss at the next pitch for strike 2. This game was scheduled to start around 1 o'clock. We've had actually 2 weather delays today. Next pitch. That's up high for a ball. And the count now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. High and away, ball 3, full count. Port St. Joe looking for its second base runner. The 3-2 pitch. Low and outside, ball 4. 2-out walk. That will send up Angel Mace, the third baseman, number 8. Next shout out, go Paxton. We love you, Casey Nelson and team, from your mom's co-workers at the Walton County Elections Office. So proud of you all. Thank you, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Mace will bat from the left side with 2 outs and 1 on. Smith from the stretch. His first pitch is outside for ball 1. Runner threatening to run to second, but after jumping off at first with a big lead, he'll go back to first. The 1-0 pitch. That's in there for a strike. Runner now going to second. The throw to second, not in time. Stolen base for Buchanan. He's in scoring position with 2 outs. And a 1-1 count on the left-handed hitting Angel Mace. Starting third baseman. This one's taken outside for a ball. And the count now 2-1. The 2-1 pitch. That's down low for ball 3. 3-1. Buchanan really taking big leads off the bag once the pitch is delivered. The next pitch, that's inside, ball 4. Runner is actually going to go to third, and he'll get there safely. Now the runner takes off for second. No throw with that runner at third. So both runners in scoring position with 2 outs for Darion Cherry. Starting right fielder, number 4. He'll bat from the right side. Buchanan at third, Mace at second, and he lines it into right field for a base hit. 1 run will score. Here comes run number 2. The throw just now coming in to the second base bag. A 2 RBI single for Cherry, and Port St. Joe takes the first lead of the game. Second hit of the game for Port St. Joe. The chant 2-out rally, and they've done this with 2 outs. The first 2 outs had been recorded, in fact. First pitch to the next batter, Kaysen Ashcraft, up high, ball 1. Throw goes to first, not in time. Next shout out, go Paxton and Tanner Mock. Love Scotty, Denise, and Dawson. This pitch called a strike. That will even the count at 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike with 2 outs. Next pitch. That's across the plate, call strike, but it gets away from the catcher, and that's going to get the runner to second. That'll be a pass ball. Runner at second with 2 gone. 2 runs in for Port St. Joe. Well, something may have happened to our catcher. He said something to the home plate umpire, who's going to walk him over to his coach at third base. So they're going to give him a little bit of water. I think he may have gotten dirt in his eye as he's leaning back and they're pouring water in his face. And he shakes his head. I think that might be what he needed. Ashcraft behind in the count, 1-2 with 2 outs. The 1-2 pair, actually 2-2 now, the count, as this is grounded foul towards third. Right-handed pitcher against the left-handed hitter. In the dirt, inside, ball 3. Actually, ball 2. That was ball 2. So 2-2 the count. The next pitch. Line drive, center field, base hit. Cherry around third. He's coming home. The throw to the plate is cut off, and it's now 3-0 Port St. Joe. A 2-out rally in the top of the second inning has plated these runs. After the first 2 outs had been recorded, Buchanan and Mace walked. Cherry drove in 2 with a base hit to right, and Ashcraft drives in another with a base hit to center. 3-0 Port St. Joe here in the top of the second. That will send up the number 11 hitter in the order, Stratton Levens. First pitch, right down the middle, called strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, popped up, headed back my way, just below me. 0-2. Nothing in 2 the count with 2 outs. Runner at first. 3 runs in here in the top of the second for Port.
Making our awards presentation on the field. State Director Tony Smith, National Director, District 5 Director Tim Arnold.
This pitch is fouled off at home plate. Well, they just wrapped up the game between Okeechobee and Spring Hill American. We'll work on getting you a final, as that one's in there for a called strike 3, and the inning is over. But a 2-out rally plates 3 runs on 2 hits and 2 walks. We move to the bottom of the inning. It's now Port St. Joe 3, Paxton 0, right here on ChalkJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on his 6.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6. Rafe's in. He hits this one foul right side over that no man's land beyond the first base dugout. First and second with nobody out. Paxton threatening. They've got the tying run at the plate. Rafe bats 6th in the lineup. Reese from the stretch and the pitch outside for a ball. They've indicated a 9 o'clock start tonight for that last game in the Ozone tournament. Next pitch inside for a ball. The count 2-0. 2-0 pitch up high, ball 3, 3-0. Another shout out, let's go Port St. Joe, win or lose. We are proud of you guys. Janice Hamilton and family. Thank you guys. Yeah, both teams making the championship. The only two remaining teams, the final two left standing, ground ball out to second. They're going to, well, the second baseman will tag out the runner going from first to second. Williams makes the put out. 4 unassisted fielder's choice. And that will put runners on the corners with 1 out. Here's Christian Carnley. Number 14, right-handed hitter. Paxton trying to get on the board, down 3. First pitch outside. The throw to short. Runner thought about coming home, but he'll hold at third base. Reese from the stretch in the next pitch. Bounces off a home plate. Wild pitch. Runner won't score, but the other runner will go to second. So both runners in scoring position with 1 out. Carnley looks down at third, gets some instruction from his coach. Now steps in right side. 2-0 pitch in there for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1 delivery. Sliced foul out of play right side. Count evens at 2-2. Nelson at third base. Rafe at second with 1 out. Paxton down 3. Next pitch in there for a called strike 3. Second strikeout for Jaden Reese. And it will take a 2-out hit. That sends up the number 8 hitter in the order. First baseman number 1, Cade Stewart. Stewart will step in left side. Righty versus lefty. First pitch in there for strike 1. Back to your shout-outs. Let's go, Jacory, Terrell, and Eli. Sandlot rooting for you. Get the dub. Love Sadiq, Jeremiah, Nisha, and Zach. The 0-1 pitch inside. Now we'll even the count at 1-1. Timeout called. Base umpire Sam Rudd is going to go to the outfield and have a conversation with Port St. Joe. I think that's the manager, Rasheed Brown, who's coaching from the dugout. Yeah, that was Rasheed Brown, the manager, who has to stay in the dugout. I'm not sure if he said something that Sam Rudd wanted to have a conversation with him about, but they're allowing him to be in the dugout tonight after getting ejected. Sam Rudd. Letting him know to stay where he says he's going to be. This pitch inside, it hits the foot of Cade Stewart. So that will load the bases with 2 outs. Asher Jones will bat. The tying run is aboard. The go-ahead run at the plate. Port St. Joe leads it 3-0 in the bottom of the second inning. Game scheduled for 6. This is the AAA Division II State Championship game. And the first pitch in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball past the pitcher. The second baseman scoops it up and tags out the runner going from first to second for unassisted fielder's choice to end this second inning. Paxton threatens but fails to score. We've played 2. Our score, Port St. Joe 3, Paxton nothing. We'll head to the third. Back with more baseball here in Liberty County right after this timeout on JockJive.com.
At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
awfully close. Kemp wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
Welcome back here to Liberty County as we head to the top of the third inning. 3-0. Port St. Joe leads it. And Port St. Joe will send up batters 12, 1, and 2 here in the third. Once again, our shout-out numbers. Send your shout-outs via text message to area code 352-258-8450. That's 352-258-8450. We're going to have a new pitcher here at the top of the third. It will be number 4, Kaysen Nelson. Back to your shout-outs. Let's go Paxton from your neighboring district team, Shalimar. We are rooting for you guys. Appreciate it, guys. Here's a shout-out to Kaysen Nelson from Clay, NY. From your Uncle Billy. You go, boy. Is that Clay, New York? Capital N, lowercase y. Could be New York. William Schoaf to lead it off. He'll bat from the left side against the new pitcher, right-hander, Kaysen Nelson. First pitch here in the top of the third inning. It's outside for ball one. 3 runs on 3 hits for Port St. Joe through 2 innings. The next pitch. That's inside in the dirt for a ball. The count now 2-0. The 2-0 delivery. That's outside, rather, for ball 3. 3-0. Port St. Joe has not gotten their leadoff guy on base yet. Until now, that one bounces in front of home plate. Ball 4 for Schoaf. He will hustle down to first base, and that will also send us to the top of the order. Zay Jenkins will bat. He's 0 for 1 with a ground out to second. Timeout called by Paxton, as their manager will pay a visit to the mound. Folks, if you would like to purchase an audio copy of this game or any game during the state tournament, they're available for only $5 for a downloadable copy. Just email info@jockjive.com. Info@jockjive.com. And a bunt foul on the first base side by Jenkins. 0-1 to count. A 1 pitch. Swung on and hit foul over towards the first base dugout. 0-2. Nobody out with a runner at first. Port St. Joe up 3 in the top of the third. Game scheduled for 6. This is for the AAA Division II state title and a spot in the World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. Next pitch outside in the dirt for a ball. The runner going to second. The throw, the tag. They got him out at second base. Shortstop applying the tag. Caught stealing. 2-6. Base is empty now with 1 out. 1-2 pitch to Jenkins. Ground ball left side to third. Third baseman up with it. The throw across will be in time. 5-3 put out for out number 2. Now quickly 2 outs in the third. And here is the catcher, number 12, Cory Williams. Williams with an infield hit in the first. One of 3 hits for Port St. Joe. A 2-out pitch. Strike 1 call. The next pitch. Swung on and fouled off behind the plate, out of play. Another shout out, go Paxton and Cade Stewart from Ninu and Papa. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 outs. The 0-2 pitch. That's outside, ball 1. The 1-2 delivery. And the dirt. Evens the count at 2-2. Base is empty with 2 outs. Next pitch, a little bit high. Called a ball, and the count now 3-2. Full count. The 3-2 pitch. That's outside, ball 4. That will send up Caden Brown, the first baseman, 0 for 1. He grounded out to second his first time up. Nelson works from the stretch, and his first pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Port St. Joe with 3 runs in the second inning, leading it 3-0. Here in the top of the third. The 2-out pitch. That one just off the plate outside for a ball, 2-0. Looking ahead to the bottom of the third inning. Bottom of the order, 10, 11, and 12 will be due up for Paxton. The next pitch. Outside for another ball, 3-0. 2 walks in the inning, but the first batter that walked, William Schoaf, was caught stealing. That's outside, ball 4. First and second now for the cleanup hitter, center fielder number 5, Eli Harris. Harris 0 for 1 with a ground out to third. Williams at second, Brown at first. And this one lined to third and caught right before it hits the ground. And that will do it for Port St. Joe in the third inning. No runs, no hits, no errors, 3 walks, 2 left on base. Another shout out. Let's go, Eli. Hit one over. Deke. We'll head to the bottom of the third. It remains Port St. Joe 3, Paxton 0.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Here in the bottom of the third, it will be Jacob Lowry, Tanner Mock, and Landon Peters against Jaden Reese. We start with a righty versus righty matchup. And the first pitch is in for a strike, 0-1. 3-0 Paxton trails after 2.5. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to second. Second baseman ranging to his left, and fields it cleanly, throws on to first in time. 4-3 put out for out number 1. One out for number 13, Tanner Mock, who bats 11th in the lineup. The 1-out pitch in there for a strike. A 1 delivery. Swung on and a slow roller foul to third. And the count now 0-2. Jaden Reese looking for strikeout number 3. He struck out 1 in each of the first 2 innings. Another shout out. Go Tanner. Get a hit. This is a called strike 3 on the outside corner. 2 gone here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. And we'll send up right fielder number 24, Landon Peters. Paxton missed an opportunity to score last inning. They loaded the bases, but couldn't get a run home. First pitch to the left-hander, swung on and fouled off for strike 1. Paxton, meanwhile, or Port St. Joe, rather, scored their 3 runs after the first 2 outs had been recorded in the 2nd. Two outs, bases empty. 0-1 count on Peters. This pitch is swung on and missed for strike 2. Well, still some daylight, but the lights are on here at the facility. Sun has not completely set yet. As this is swung on and fouled off, got a piece of it to stay alive. Top of the order on deck. The 0-2 pitch again. Swing and a miss. Peters out on strikes. Back-to-back Ks to end the 3rd inning. That's 4 strikeouts for Jaden Reese. After 3, Port St. Joe leads it 3-0 right here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
We move to the top of the 4th inning. Kason Nelson, second pitcher used today, will face batters 5, 6, and 7, including his counterpart, pitcher Jaden Reese. Well, it's been a good tournament. There's been a lot of weather. A lot of bad weather, a lot of rain. Field crews have done a tremendous job of keeping us on schedule. And we're going to wrap up early, believe it or not. Those games in the Ozone State Tournament, the if necessary games, if you will, games 11 and 12, were supposed to be played tomorrow, and they've decided to play them today. So as long as we don't get any unexpected rain tonight, as this one's grounded into left center field for a base hit, leadoff single for Jaden Reese. 4th hit of the game for Port St. Joe. As long as Mother Nature cooperates, we'll finish early. Another shout out, you got this, Paxton. We believe in you from Holmes County. There's Terrell Williams. Popped up to first his first time up, 0 for 1. Top of the 4th, Port St. Joe looking to add to a 3-0 lead. Swing and a miss by Williams for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That one's up high for a ball, and the count now 1-1. Next pitch. Called strike. 1-2. 1-2 pitch bounces off the plate. That's going to get the runner to second on the wild pitch. Well, they're going to send the runner back to first. He must have left early. There was a flag thrown. So Reese goes back to first.
Spring Hill American, we need your lineup upstairs, please. Spring Hill American, we need your lineup upstairs. Thank you.
Let's see, the home plate umpire now checking with the scorer's table. And he's back behind the plate. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 pitch. That one's fouled back. Fort St. Joe with 3 runs in the second so far. That's been the difference in the game. Only scoring of the game. Fort St. Joe looks to win this AAA Division II state title and advance to the World Series. Next pitch outside the dirt, full count, 3-2. Game scheduled for 6. We're in the top of the 4th. The 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. And that will put runners at first and second with nobody out. Here's Easton Buchanan, the left fielder, starting left fielder. He walked and scored part of that 3-run second inning. Left-handed hitter. First pitch right there for a called strike. 0-1. Buchanan steps out, looks towards the first base dugout. And now steps back in, left side. 0-1 pitch. That's off the plate outside. Ball 1, 1-1. Throw goes to first, not in time. The 1-1 pitch shows bunt, pulls the bat back, takes it inside for ball 2, 2-1. Another shout out. This is to 42. Go Big Dog, bring us the win. .42 Cordell Holmes of Paxton. That one's in there for a called strike inside part of the plate. That will even the count at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out with 2 on. Kason Nelson in relief of starter Jay Smith. His 2-2 pitch. Swung on, ground ball to the pitcher, who will field it, throw to first in time. As good as a sacrifice there, will get both runners up a base. Reese to third, Williams to second. That's the first out of the inning. 1 out for Angel Mace. Mace walked and scored in the second inning. Manager out of the dugout for Paxton. Walking towards the home plate umpire. Okay, I think there was a question as to how many outs, but as you could probably hear being verbalized, 1 out confirmed. That was the only out. Jaden Reese started off the inning with a single to left center field. Williams walked, and now Buchanan is grounded out for the first out. Mace grounds this one foul to first for strike 1. Runners at second and third for Port St. Joe. The 1-out pitch. It's called a ball, and the count evens at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. The next pitch from Nelson against the left-hander. Fouled back, strike 2. Righty versus lefty matchup, the 1-2 delivery. Inside corner, called strike 3. Mace caught looking for the second out of the inning. Two outs for Darion Cherry. Cherry singled in 2 runs in the second inning. First pitch to the right-hander is hit foul to third, strike 1. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Game scheduled for 6. 3-0 Port St. Joe. They've got 2 on with 2 outs, both runners in scoring position. 1 pitch. That one hitting. Bases loaded for the top of the order. And now the manager for Paxton approaching the scorer's table. Not sure if he wants to find out the number of pitches. Meanwhile, Jenkins will trot down to first. Folks, make sure you send your shout-outs in via text message. Don't call the number. Send your shout-outs in via text message to 352-258-8450. Just missed a couple of calls. Port St. Joe looking to add to a 3-0 lead. Can they rally again with 2 outs like they did in the second? Paxton manager is going to make a change. Nelson will go to shortstop. And our new pitcher, a right-hander, coming in the game is number 17, Noah Bryan. Don't forget, audio copies are available for this game or any game during the state tournament for only $5 for a downloadable copy. If you would like to purchase a downloadable copy, Just email info@jockjive.com. So the third pitcher of the night for Paxton, with the bases loaded and 2 outs. Scores from today in the Ozone Division II state tournament. It was Shalimar 11, Bluntstown 3, Franklin County 10, Liberty County nothing. Shalimar, your state runners-up. Fort Meade went 4-0 in the 5-team round-robin tournament. They are your state champions, and they advanced to the World Series in North Carolina. Shalimar finishing 3-1. In the Ozone Division I state tournament, we have the IF games, games 11 and 12, scheduled for tomorrow, but they've decided to play them today, so we'll be done after our games today. And earlier, Spring Hill American defeated Okeechobee 5-4, but to get to that point, Sebring beat Spring Hill National 4-1, and Spring Hill American beat Holmes County. So Spring Hill American will now play Sebring tonight in a winner-take-all game. Also in the major state tournament. Actually, we'll look at the AAA Division I state tournament first. Sebring defeated Bartow today 13-2. Sebring is headed to the World Series. That one in Ruston, Louisiana. And in the major state tournament, it was Mariana 15, Brooksville nothing. Mariana heading to Louisiana as representative from Division I. San Antonio defeated Alpha 9-7. They will represent Division II in the World Series in North Carolina. Meanwhile, 3-0 here in the AAA Division II state tournament championship game. Port St. Joe looking to add to a 3-0 lead. The first pitch misses for ball 1 to Zay Jenkins, the leadoff hitter. The base is loaded for Port St. Joe. Jenkins 0 for 2 with a ground out to second and a ground out to third. The next pitch in there for a called strike, and that will even the count at 1-1. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Let's go Tucker Rafe. Let's go Paxton. The next pitch. Swung on and a ground ball off the glove of the pitcher, who picks it up, throws home, and they get the runner out at home plate. I think. No, called him safe. Well, that's a force at the plate, but the catcher must not have had his foot on the plate. No argument from the head coach of Paxton. That will be a fielder's choice for Jenkins. And an RBI. As Reese scores to make it 4-0. Here's Cory Williams. He'll step in right side against the right-handed pitcher. First pitch, swung on, popped up, right side, foul territory, but out of the reach of the first baseman's glove. Another shout-out, let's go Noah. Throws strikes from Dalton Churchwell. Well, you got 2 outs. You don't have to throw it home there. Get your closest throw that you can make, that you can get. This one hit to the gap in left center field. That's going to drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. 2 runs will score. The throw goes to third, wide of the bag, and on the throw, Williams will go to second. A single into left center field to play 2 more runs. And it's now 6-0 Port St. Joe. Three more runs here in the 4th inning. That sends up Caden Brown. Again, they do this with 2 outs. Brown bats from the left side. The first pitch is swung on. A ground ball to second. Second baseman to his left. The throw to first in time. 4-3 put out to end the inning. in the inning. 2 hits. 5 hits now for Port St. Joe, but most importantly, 6 runs. 3 in the second, 3 in the fourth. We move to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's now 6-0 Port St. Joe right here on JockJive.com.
Just about all Wayne Jones County. Diving catch at shortstop. Gross. Towards the gap. Diving catch in center field by Ben Aklinski. There is a shot towards deep short. Kraft's got it. Long throw over, and he got it. At the 36-yard line. Jarvis Hall
Awfully close. Campbell wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
It will be the top of the order for Paxton here in the bottom of the 4th inning. Noah Bryan leads it off against Jaden Reese, and the first pitch is on the way. It's bunted up in the air, but foul to the backstop for strike 1. A 6-0 deficit now for Paxton. Next shout out. Come on, Noah Bryan, you got this. Keep up the good work. Play hard. The 0-1 pitch in there for a called strike, 0-2. Nothing in 2 the count. The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Another strikeout for Jaden Reese. He has struck out at least 1 in every inning. He struck out 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, and 1 to start the 4th. 1 out for Cordell Holmes, who also is a K victim. First pitch to the right-hander is outside for ball 1. Bottom of the 4th, game scheduled for 6. This one's popped up right side of the infield. The first baseman backpedaling to make the catch for out number 2. Caden Brown puts it away. 2 up, 2 down here in the 4th. That will send up Jay Smith. Another shout out. You got this. Come on, bro. That's for Noah Bryan. Smith grounded out to short his first time up. He's 0 for 1. He'll take this pitch high and away for a ball. First pitch was a ball. The count 2-0. Well, the Jock Jive Crews will be heading to Ruston, Louisiana. We'll have the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series coming up the final Saturday of this month. That's when the tournament starts. It'll run through Tuesday. And then that following Saturday, we'll have coverage of the AAA Majors and Ozone World Series. Division 1. That's outside for ball 4 to Smith. A 2-out walk. Another shout out. Come on, Jace. Let's go. Jason Nelson, the batter. He walked his first time up. The 2-out pitch outside, a wild pitch. That's going to get the runner to second base. Paxton looking for its first run of the game. Timeout call by Port St. Joe as one of their assistant coaches will go out to the mound. The entire infield and outfield will gather in on this conversation. Jason Nelson bats fourth in the lineup. Another shout out. Come on, Paxton. This is from Branton. First pitch, I believe, was a strike to Nelson. Righty versus righty matchup. The next pitch hitting. And it hit him up in the chest area, I believe. He's on his backside right now. Some obvious pain. He's now on his feet as his coaches are out there checking him out. And he's going to shake it off and run down to first base and gets a round of applause from the crowd on both sides. First and second with 2 outs. This one hit out of play right side. Case Moore, the batter, he had an infield hit his first time up. 2 outs in the bottom of the fourth. Paxton trails 6-0. Next pitch, that one hit just foul down the right field line. No balls, 2 strikes. Next shout out says, way to take it, Kaysen. This is a wild pitch. That's going to get the runners up a base. Smith now at third base. Nelson at second. 2-out hit might plate 2 runs. But Moore behind in the count, 0-2. The next pitch. Swing and a miss. Big strikeout for Jaden Reese. Paxton threatens but fails to score. We're through 4. It remains Port St. Joe 6, Paxton nothing right here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
Mike Randall back here in Liberty County as we head to the top of the 5th inning. Folks, also don't forget to like us on Facebook and follow us on Twitter. We'll keep you updated. Scores, schedules, and more as we approach our next couple of events for Dixie Youth Baseball. Chalk Jive, the official streaming company of Dixie Youth Baseball, will have, as I mentioned, the Coach Pitch and Machine Pitch World Series, plus the AAA Majors and Ozone World Series for Division I. from Ruston, Louisiana. We'll be there for 2 weeks. Brand new ballpark. Looking forward to checking out their new facility. Let's get back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Very proud of the Paxton team. Number 42, Cordell. Love you, Mom. Go Paxton. Get her done. Gill and Joy Taylor. Eli Harris will lead it off. 4, 5, and 6 for Port St. Joe against reliever Noah Bryan. First pitch on the way, and that is low for ball one. A pitch outside for a ball. 2-0. Two-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-1. That pitch in there for a called strike. That will leave it up at 2-2. Another shout out. Let's go, Corey and Terrell. When you send your shout outs, make sure you let us know who you are. So when the players go back and listen to the archive of the broadcast, they'll know who sent the shout out. This one's in the dirt for a ball. And the count now 3-2. Full count. Nobody out, nobody on at the top of the fifth. 6-0 Port St. Joe. Next pitch is swung on and hit pretty well to right center field. That one's going to be trouble, and it's off the wall. Harris rounding second. No, he's going to stay at second. Put the brakes on and went back to the bag. So a leadoff double to start the fifth inning. That's the sixth hit of the game for Port St. Joe. That's their first extra base hit. And here is Jaden Reese, who also has a hit. He singled to left center last time up. 1 for 2 with a run scored. Righty versus righty matchup and the first pitch. That's outside for ball one. Throw goes to second. No, I think they faked the throw to second. Timeout call by Paxton. That might be it for Noah Bryan. Well, his coach is bending over, has his hands on his knees, just having a couple of words with him, maybe offering some encouragement. Might not be pulling the plug just yet. The entire infield is gathered in on this conversation. Our final game of this tournament is underway. The Ozone Division I State Championship game between Spring Hill American and Sebring. Jaden Reese awaits the next pitch. Bryan works from the stretch and delivers outside for a ball. It's going to get away from the catcher, and that gets the runner to third base. Next pitch. Reach down for this one. Swings and misses for strike one. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 delivery. Hit the opposite way to right field. It's going to drop for a base hit. Another run for Port St. Joe. They lead it now 7-0. Second hit of the game for Jaden Reese. That will send out Terrell Williams. He popped up to first in the second inning, walked and scored in the fourth. He'll take strike one. Runner at first with nobody out. A 1 pitch. That's outside to even the count. Rubber match between these two teams. They've met twice in this state tournament. Port St. Joe beat Paxton 8-3 on Sunday, but Paxton beat Port St. Joe 4-3 yesterday. Swing and a miss at the next pitch for strike two. Runner going to go to second. The throw to second. The tag. He's out at second. Caught stealing 2-6. That will be the first out of the inning, and the bases are empty. One-two pitch, swing and a miss, strike three. Quickly 2 outs now for Easton Buchanan. He grounded out to first last time up. He's also walked and scored. Stole a couple of bases in the second inning. First pitch to the left-handed hitter. He shows bunt, pulls the bat back, and takes strike one. 7-0 Port St. Joe in the top of the fifth. Game scheduled for 6. The 0-1 pitch from Noah Bryan. This is swung on and popped up to second. The second baseman has it go off his glove. That will be the first error of the ball game. And a 2-out base runner for Port St. Joe. This one is swung on and grounded foul to third. Another shout out, go Paxton from Forrest. Thank you, Forrest. No balls, 1 strike to Angel Mace. Swing and a foul ball as he got a piece of it and fouled it to the backstop. Mace behind in the count, 0-2. Angel walked and scored in the second. He's also struck out. 3 in the second, 3 in the fourth for Port St. Joe. Also 1 here in the fifth. 7-0. And the next pitch. As swung on and hit foul at home plate. So the count remains no balls and 2 strikes. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3. Mace caught looking to end the top of the fifth. But Port St. Joe plates another run. And as we head to the bottom of the fifth, it's now Port St. Joe 7, Paxton 0, right here on ChalkJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. Second one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, we head to the bottom of the fifth. 7-0 Port St. Joe. And Paxton still looking for its first run. Will send out batters 6, 7, and 8 against Jaden Reese, who has gone the distance so far. Reese has struck out at least one in every inning. 1 in the first, 1 in the second, 2 in the third, 2 in the fourth. Bookend strikeouts in the fourth. And he will face Tucker Rafe to begin this bottom of the fifth inning. Rafe 0 for 1. Reached on a fielder's choice in the second and was left stranded. In fact, that was the best opportunity for Paxton to score as they loaded the bases with 2 outs but failed to score. Back to your shout-outs at 352-258-8450. Bring it home, Paxton. The Rockmans are so proud of you. Game scheduled for 6. So this is a big opportunity for Paxton to try to plate a couple of runs so that they don't make it such a daunting task in the final inning. First pitch off the plate outside, ball 1. Port St. Joe adding a run in the top of the fifth to extend the lead. In fact, that was the first time that they had plated a run when there were less than 2 outs. Next pitch in there for a strike. That will even the count at 1-1. Righty versus righty. And the 1-1 pitch. That's up high, ball 2, 2-1. Winner will advance to Lumberton, North Carolina for the World Series. The 2-1 pitch is up high for ball 3, 3-1. Reese has walked 2. He's hit 2 to go along with the strikeouts. 6 strikeouts in the game. The 3-1 pitch. That's in there for a called strike. It's 3-2. Full count. Another shout out. Come on, Tucker. The 3-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. Kept it at the knees. That's back-to-back Ks going back to last inning, and there's 1 away to start the bottom of the fifth. 1 out, base is empty for Christian Carnley, who also is a K victim. Carnley caught looking in the second inning. First pitch to the right-hander is outside for ball 1. Paxton was retired in order in the first and third innings by Reese, as this one is fouled off for strike 1. While the second was their best opportunity to score with the bases loaded, they did have runners at second and third with 2 outs last inning and failed to score. So leaving some runners in scoring position. The 1 out pitch is fouled off, out of play. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom of the fifth. Game scheduled for 6. The 1-2 pitch. Call strike 3. That's 3 in a row now for Jaden Reese. His 8th strikeout of the game. 2 outs for Cade Stewart, who was hit by a pitch last time up. Next shout out. I'm proud of you, Tucker and Paxton. Love, Mom. The 2 out pitch to the left-handed hitting Cade Stewart. That's inside in the dirt for ball one. Paxton has been out hit today, 7-1. The only hit, an infield hit by Case Moore back in the second. Next pitch, right there for a strike, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Jaden Reese looking to strike out the side in order for the first time tonight. His 1-1 pitch is inside for ball 2. The 2-1 delivery. Foul back. In this tournament, Port St. Joe has not shut out an opponent. In fact, the least amount of runs they've given up was to Paxton. They gave up 3 in the first meeting and only gave up 4, but lost the second meeting yesterday. The next pitch high for a ball. The count full now at 3-2. Forrest says, let's go Paxton. The 3-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul out of play left side. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The 3-2 pitch here in the bottom of the 5th inning. That's outside, ball 4. He lost him. A 2-out base runner for the number 9 hitter in the order, Asher Jones. And I think that's going to be it for Jaden Reese. Fans are on their feet applauding as one of the Port St. Joe coaches is out to the mound. So he had reached his pitch count level. And we will have a right-hander come in and throw. This will be number 6, Zay Jenkins. But what a performance by Jaden Reese. Again, he pitches 4 2/3. Allows no runs on 1 hit. He is responsible for the runner at first base. He walked 3 and hit 2. Jenkins will face Jones, the number 9 hitter in the order, with 2 outs. Jones reached on a fielder's choice to end the second inning. He's 0 for 1. And the first pitch against the right-handed hitter is swung on. A ground ball to third. Third baseman charge again. Scoops it up. Throws to first. They got him out at first base. 5-3 put out to end the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. A walk. 1 left on base. We head to the final inning of play. Port St. Joe, 1 inning away from the World Series. 7-0 Port St. Joe.
At the 36 26-yard line. Jarvis Hall
Awfully close. Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
All right, we head to the final inning of play. Top of the sixth. 7-0 Port St. Joe. They'll look for some more insurance, but you would like to think 7 is enough. Nine, 1, and 2 due up for Port St. Joe. Darion Cherry will lead it off. Noah Bryan still on the mound. He came in relief in the fourth inning. And then after this one is over, then we'll wrap up with our final Ozone game. And then this state tournament will be history. Let's get to another shout out. This one says, come on, Asher, get Paxton on the board from Dalton out of Holmes County. Another shout out. We're proud of you, Paxton, the Churchwells. First pitch, a ball to Cherry. A 1-0 pitch. In there for a called strike. Righty versus righty matchup. And that one, he ducks underneath it for a ball. Actually, I missed. The first pitch was a strike, so the count now 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Cherry. The 1-2 pitch outside, ball 2, 2-2. Final inning, top of the sixth. Port St. Joe 7, Paxton 0. They're in the AAA Division II state championship game. We invite you to hang around for the award ceremony as they recognize both the state runners-up and the state champions. Popped up to first, the first baseman backpedaling a couple of steps. The catch will be made for the first out of the inning. 1 out. We'll send it now to the top of the order. Here's the pitcher, Zay Jenkins. Jenkins 0 for 3, but he did pick up an RBI. He reached on a fielder's choice in the fourth inning and drove in a run. The 1-out pitch. It's fouled back. The 1-out pitch from Noah Bryan. Swing and a miss. Good pitch. Breaking ball. Swing and a miss for strike 2. 0-2 the count. The 0-2 pitch. Called strike 3 on the outside part of the plate. That's the second out of the inning. Here's Cory Williams, the catcher. Righty versus righty matchup. The first pitch is outside for ball 1. Cory Williams has had a pretty good night, 2 for 2. 2 runs driven in. A single to left center field to drive in 2 in the 4th. Part of a 3-run inning. Next pitch, low for a ball. In fact, the difference in the game is the second inning. After the first 2 outs had been recorded, Buchanan and Mace walked. Cherry singled in 2 runs, so Cherry currently has the game-winning RBI. The 2-0 delivery. Popped up, right side, hooking foul, and out of play. 2 outs, base is empty. Top of the 6th. The 2-1 pitch. Outside, ball 3, 3-1. The 3-1 delivery. In there for a strike, 3-2. The 3-2 pitch. That is low, ball 4. 2-out walk. And here's Caden Brown. Timeout call by Paxton. I think their manager may make a move here. He's walking to the scorer's table. Bryan came in the 4th inning. And yes, we are going to have a new pitcher. That will be it for Noah Bryan. The new pitcher is number 9, Jacob Lowry. 4th pitcher of the night. Well, we'll let him continue taking his warm-up tosses. We will take a break. Come back to finish things off here in the top of the 6th. Right after this here on JockJive.com.
Frustrated. She's having trouble with her defensive player. Look at this sweet pass behind the back. Her 2 on the assist.
And that one is hit on a rope to center field. Watch that one. And it is, oh, what a great diving catch by the center field.
And in that game, it was basically a running back by committee. I mean, you had a lot of guys carrying the football. Is that the protocol for the upcoming season for the backfield of Jackson State?
It's a really nice pitch to get the ground ball double play. 2nd one.
6-5 is your final. East Georgia advances to the championship game.
All right, stepping in here in the top of the 6th with 2 outs is Caden Brown, and he hits the first pitch foul right side against our new pitcher, Jacob Lowry. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. This one is popped up left side. The third baseman dives for it. Can't come up with it. It's going to drop. Well, since he dove for it, unofficially, we'll give that a hit. And actually, both runners are going to go up a base. That will put runners at second and third with 2 outs. Third baseman a little shaken up. They're going to go check on him, make sure he's okay. He's on his feet. Looks like he's all right. That sends up Eli Harris. Williams at third base, Brown at second. 2 outs in the inning. Harris doubled last time up. And he hits this one in the air to left center field, and they won't get it. It's to the gap and to the wall. Both runs are going to score. It's a stand-up double for Eli Harris, and it's now 9-0 Port St. Joe. Ninth hit of the game for Port St. Joe. And the second double for Harris. And again, they've done this with 2 outs. 8 of their 9 runs have scored with 2 outs. Jaden Reese, the batter, and he swings and fouls off the first pitch for strike 1. In fact, 5 of their runs have scored after the first 2 outs had been recorded in the inning. This pitch up high for a ball that will even the count at 1-1 on Reese, who is 2 for 3. And the runner is going to go to third base. Stolen base for Harris. The 2-out pitch. That one is swung on and hit to left center field. A diving attempt. The center fielder can't get it. It's going to go all the way to the fence. That's another stand-up double, and it's now 10-0 Port St. Joe. Back-to-back hits to the gap. Double-digit hits for Port St. Joe. Well, normally that would be enough for the mercy roll, even though Paxton would get its final at bat, but it doesn't matter. We're in the final inning anyway. This pitch misses high and away for ball 1 to Terrell Williams. Righty versus righty matchup. The next pitch. Inside corner, call strike. That will even it up at 1-1. Another shout out. Let's go closing pitcher Jacob Lowry from the Thomases. This one's fouled back. And yeah, you look at the play when Brown hit the ball to third. It was a diving attempt by the third baseman. If he makes that catch, the inning's over and 3 less runs are scored. But Port St. Joe with some big insurance here in the 6th inning. This one underneath the glove of the catcher, but not far enough to advance the runner. And the count evens at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. The 2-2 pitch. That's outside the dirt. Ball 3, full count. Another shout out. Let's go, boys. Bring that trophy home from Kayla. The 3-2 pitch. That swung on, popped up, right side, foul territory. No one's going to get to it. Full count with 2 outs. Runner at second. 10-0 Port St. Joe here in the top of the 6th. Jacob Lowry from the stretch, and his 3-2 pitch is inside and high, ball 4. That will send up Easton Buchanan, looking for his first hit in the game. Buchanan has walked and scored. He's also grounded out and reached on an error. First pitch from Lowry. Across the plate but high, ball 1. 8th batter to come to the plate here in the top of the 6th. Next pitch popped up but out of play. Catcher spinning all around. He doesn't know where that ball went. The count 1-1. Buchanan batting from the left side against the right-handed pitcher. The next pitch. Swing and a pop-up in the infield right side. First baseman and the catcher, or the pitcher and the catcher rather, converging on it, but it's actually going to drop in foul territory. So just a foul ball for strike 2. No one able to get to it. Lowry hoping to end the inning with a strikeout. His 1-2 pitch. Swung on and hit foul out of play left side. So the count remains 1-2 with 2 outs. Once again, we invite you to hang around after the game is over for the award ceremony. I'll recognize the state runners-up and the state champions. The 1-2 pitch. Ground ball to second, and right between the legs of the second baseman, that'll be an error. 1 run will score. They're waving home the second. No, they're going to send him back to third. The throw won't be made as the shortstop has the ball. He'll get it to his pitcher. That's the second error of the game against Paxton. And it's now 11-0. This is the 9th batter of the inning, Angel Mace. Angel struck out twice tonight, but he also walked and scored his first time up in the second. The lefty grounds this one to second. Another opportunity. Fielded cleanly. The throw to first in time. 4-3 put out, and the inning is over. But 4 more runs come across the plate here in the top of the 6th for Port St. Joe. They are 3 outs away from a state championship and an appearance in this year's World Series. We head to the bottom of the 6th. It's now Port St. Joe 11, Paxton nothing, right here on JockJive.com.
At the 36-yard line. Charm is hauled off the close.
Kemp will wave and miss. Strikeout, getting over. The Royal team leads the man at third.
St. Jenkins will face the top of the order here in the bottom of the 6th. Noah Bryan will lead it off. He's 0 for 2. Let's get to a shout out. Paxton, you will always be winners in our eyes. Hold your heads up, for you guys have come a long ways. We are proud of you all. Love your hometown. Thank you, guys. We appreciate it. That's certainly nothing to be ashamed of. They made it all the way to the state championship game. They beat Port St. Joe on Tuesday to get to this point. Well, they also beat San Antonio earlier today, 8-4. That was at 9 o'clock this morning. First pitch up high for a ball to Bryan. The 1-0 pitch. A little bit high for ball two, 2-0. Paxton needs 11 to tie. Certainly not impossible. Next pitch up high for a ball, 3-0. The 3-0 pitch. And there's ball four. Paxton looking for its first run of the game. Cordell Holmes, the batter. He's 0 for 2. Struck out in the first, popped up to first in the fourth. First pitch to the right-hander, inside corner, call strike. The throw to first. Runner goes to second. And Bryan will get there safely. Stolen base. The next pitch. Up high for a ball. Runner going to third. And the throw to third, he's going to be out at third base. Picked off 1-5 for the first out of the inning. So the base is empty, and the next pitch to Holmes is inside for a ball. Port St. Joe 2 outs away from victory. The next pitch way up high for another ball. Timeout call by the catcher. Wants to go out to the mound and talk with his pitcher. Along with the entire infield, and here comes the outfield. And they're just getting refocused and energized here. They know they're 2 outs away from a state title and a World Series appearance. And they just said defense as they head back to the respective positions. Another shout out, Paxton boys. Be proud. Y'all have done an amazing job. We love y'all. The Thomas game. Next pitch to Holmes. Swung on and a ground ball foul to third. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Full count now on the batter. 11-0 Port St. Joe. The 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Foul tipped. Actually, that was strike 2. My apologies. Looked like the umpire flashed 2 strikes, but we'll try it again. Call strike 3. Outside corner. That is strike 3. And that's out number 2. 2 outs for Jace Smith. Last hope for Paxton here in the bottom of the 6th inning. He gets grounded out and walked, and he swings and misses. Maybe got a piece of it for strike 1. The 0-1 pitch. That's outside for ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Port St. Joe was undefeated in this tournament until Paxton beat them on Tuesday. In there for a called strike 2. Jenkins. And Port St. Joe 1 strikeout or 1 strike away. The 2-out pitch. Ground ball to short, but off the glove of the shortstop. That'll be an error, the first of the game on Port St. Joe. 2-out base runner for Paxton. The coach just yelled out 1 out, and one of the players said 2 outs. Swing and a miss by Kaysen Nelson for strike one. Jenkins works from the stretch. And the next pitch. That's low for a ball. Throw to first, not in time. One ball, one strike, 2 outs. Port St. Joe 1 out away from the state championship and a spot in this year's World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina. The 1-1 delivery. In there, strike 2. Nelson has walked and been hit by a pitch tonight. Looking for his first hit. Only one hit for Paxton. That was an infield hit, as this one's taken outside for a ball, 2-2. The next pitch from Jenkins. Up high, ball 3, full count. Well, they've got 1 strike according to Blue, but I had 2. We'll go with 1. The next pitch. Ground ball to the pitcher. Jenkins has it from his knees. He throws to first. It's in time, and the ball game is over. Port St. Joe celebrating an 11-0 win. They defeat Paxton to win the 2019 Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II state title. Congratulations to Port St. Joe on their 11-0 victory. Thanks to all the shout-outs, and we appreciate you guys tuning in to our coverage tonight. Stay tuned. The award ceremony is coming up next. We'll have audio coverage of that. Players walking across the field, celebrating and giving high fives to their opposing team. Dixie Youth officials heading down to the field. And we'll start the award ceremony momentarily. Again, the difference in tonight's game was that second inning. After the first 2 outs were recorded, Buchanan and Mace walked. Cherry singled in 2 runs. That ended up being the game winner. All the runs they would need tonight. Jaden Reese started the game. Zay Jenkins finished it off. An 11-0 win for Port St. Joe.
Parents, as we prepare tournament award presentation, if you'd like to come onto the field to take pictures, you're more than welcome to do so. Just ask that you stay on the grass. Parents, you're more than welcome to come on out on the field. Take pictures. Just please stay on the grass for the award ceremony. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, if I can have your attention at the mound, making our awards presentations today. National Director Brian Cox, State Director Tony Smith, and District 5 Host Director Tim Arnold. Ladies and gentlemen, this time we'd like to recognize the 2019 Florida-Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Runners-Up, Paxton All-Stars. Congratulations on a great run through the tournament, giving St. Joe all that they wanted. This time we'd like to recognize the Paxton All-Stars, starting with number 17, Noah Bryan. Number 42, Cordell Holmes. Number 7, Jace Smith. Number 4, Kason Nelson. Number 10, Case Moore. Number 2, Tucker Rafe. Number 14, Christian Carnley. Number 1, Cade Stewart. Number 11, Asher Jones. Number 9, Jacob Lowry. Number 13, Tanner Mock. Number 24, Landon Peters. Coaches for Paxton, Kevin Mock. Wes Jones. And team manager Kevin Bryan. Congratulations, gentlemen. Thank you for your sacrifice and support of the Paxton All-Stars and Dixie Youth Baseball. Once again, the Paxton All-Stars 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball State Runners-Up in the AAA Division II. Great job, gentlemen. At this time, we'd like to make presentations to the members and coaches, players and coaches of the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II State Champion Port St. Joe All-Stars. Starting with number 6, Zay Jenkins. Number 12, Cory Williams. Number 2, Caden Brown. Number 5, Eli Harris. Number 9, Jaden Reese. Number 11, Terrell Williams. Number 3, Easton Buchanan. Number 8, Angel Mace. Number 4, Darian Cherry. Number 1, Kason Ashcraft. Number 7, Stratton Levens. And number 10, William Schoaf. Coaches for St. Joe, Harold Williams, Eric Mace, and team manager Rashid Brown. Congratulations, coaches, and thank you for your sacrifice and support of the St. Joe All-Stars and Dixie Youth Baseball. Having completed the individual awards, it's now time for the presentation of the state championship trophy for the 2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball State Tournament, St. Joe Sharks. At this time, as is tradition, it's time for our teams to retrieve their state flag, their team flag, rather. At this time, Paxton All-Stars, retrieve your team flag. Let's hear it for the 2019 state runners-up, Paxton All-Stars. Congratulations, gentlemen.
It's going to be a foot race, folks.
One more time for Paxton All-Stars.
Paxton just went to get their flag, and the Port St. Joe players are lined up like they're getting ready to compete in a 40-yard dash.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, making their victory lap with their team. What? Making their victory lap
a few of them left early.
Flag.
They're going to come back and line up.
2019 Florida Dixie Youth Baseball AAA Division II state champions, St. Joe.
There they go. Off to the races to go get their flag. Congratulations.
Port St.
Yes,
Joe.
Port St. Joe, a winner.
The state of Florida.
They'll
the
be
Dixie
heading.
Youth World Series in Lumberton, North Carolina.
There you go, to North Carolina as
Make
state
your
champions.
Victory lap, boys.
That's going to conclude our coverage. Final score once again here in the
victory lap. It's late.
once again, the final score here in the AAA Division II state championship game. Port St. Joe 11, Paxton nothing. We hope you enjoyed our coverage this week. Thanks to everyone for sending in their shout-outs. We wish Paxton a safe trip home. Congratulations on a great run in this tournament. Good luck to Port St. Joe at the World Series. One game left, and it's underway. Chuck Sebastian on the call over on Field 2. The final game, Spring Hill American and Sebring in the Ozone Division I state championship game. If you want to check it out on Jock Jive. Thanks to Tony Smith, the state director. All the Dixie Youth officials here this week. Thanks to Ray Glisson and the folks here in Liberty County for putting on a great tournament. Now speaking for my broadcast partners this week for Jock Jive, Robert Williamson, Marty Paulman, Chuck Sebastian. I'm Mike Rideout. Good night, and God bless.